Okay, so on to the next track in Sonia's Rebel Rhythm series, man. This one over here is Agust D. This is the second last song of the series. It's been a great series so far. We're almost at the end of it, man. This is the second last one. And yeah, we'll have the series completely wrapped up today. This one over here is another song by Agust D. I only just found out that his name is also Suga. I think it's from BTS. The message over here is people explores the theme, well, people, the song, people explores the theme of identity, the struggles individuals face in finding their place in the world. Agust D delves into the pressure of societal expectations and the desire to break free from the norms. The lyrics convey a sense of vulnerability as the artists contemplate the mask people often wear to hide their true selves. The song also addresses the prevailing issue of mental health. Agust D opens up about his own struggles with anxiety, depression, and self-doubt. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we've got over here for those of you who are interested in the custom series products. I'm leaving the link down in the pinned comment below. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we've got.
산들바람 스쳐가는 사람 스며드는 사람 나는 어떤 사람 나는 좋은 사람 아님 나쁜 사람 평가는 가지각색 그냥 나로 살아.
Am I a good person? Am I a bad person? How about if I told you you're both and you have the capacity for both as well? That is humanity.
나는 어떤 사람 나는 좋은 사람 아님 나쁜 사람 평가는 가지각색 그냥 나로 살아. 다들 살아가겠지 다들 사랑하겠지 다들 바래가겠지 잊혀가겠지 사람들은 변하지 나도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가.
Nope, there is nothing permanent in this world. It says there's nothing permanent in this world. Everything is absolutely and utterly rented. Even the vehicle that you use to carry yourself through life, this vehicle over here, even that is rented. That's why it's important to give this vehicle back better than what you received it. At least I believe so, right? It was a gift. It was an absolute blessing to get the vehicle that you have. It is only right that you give this vehicle back better than what you received it. Develop on it, build it, make it stronger. Yeah, so 100% everything is rented. Let's go.
나도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가는 happening. Why so serious?
Why so serious? I like that. I like that he's played into that Joker line.
Happening. Why so serious? Why so serious? Why so serious? I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I'm so. 뭐 어때? 지나가 뭐 어때?
You know that entire thing, you know, people say like, don't be so serious, you only live once, we all die. Don't be serious. Life's a serious thing, man. At the end of the day, you know, that kind of notion is somewhat misleading in the sense of like YOLO, because when you tell people, it's like, well, you only live once. What do people eventually gravitate to? They gravitate to cheap happinesses. Well, I only live once. YOLO. Let me just do whatever I want to do. It's a way of justification. Life's a serious thing. Life is a serious thing, and if you want to play your most magnificent hand in life to achieve your dreams, to become great, to build a legacy for yourself, right? You got to be serious about it, right? Life's a serious thing. Yeah, there's moments that you don't need to be serious, but life as a whole is a very serious thing. You know what I mean? And that's why taking accountability and responsibility for yourself is a very serious thing, because you're not the only one in this game. You're not the only one in this picture. There are other people as well. And what you do affects others, and what you do affects yourself, right? And it's very easy to be swept away by temptation and to elevate temptations above the soul, right? And to make that the be all of your existence. It's very easy to do that in this life, right? And that's a very unserious life. A very serious life actually takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of responsibility, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dedication to get to a point where life does somewhat feel serene. but it's never going to feel serene. And you being somewhat at peace, if you have that, YOLO, whatever, you know what I mean? That tends to lead people down the wrong path more often than not. Let's go.
물이 흘러가는 대로 흘러가 저기 끝이 뭐가 있을지도 특별한 삶 평범한 삶 그 나름대로 좋은 게 좋은 거지 뭐 좋은 게 좋은 거지 뜻대로만 되지 않지 불편은 다들 감수하지.
But that's actually something that's actually beautiful. Like, not everything goes according to plan. Life would be completely and utterly meaningless if everything did go according to plan. What would there be to learn? You know what I mean? Okay, this is my plan for the future. This is my plan for the route. There's my star, right? This is how we all start. There's the star. That's the star I need to reach to, right? And as you're heading towards it, you completely overshoot it and you go that way. You go right. And it's like, shit, now I'm even further away from my star, right? So I need to correct that. And then you correct, and then you overcorrect and you swing back on that way. And all of this is this consistent motion of trying to get to your star, but you're zigzagging because there's no defined route to that star. But literally, as you live and as you get older and as you learn, right, that route, that zigzagging route, just like it shortens and shortens and shortens and shortens and shortens, and before you know it, you know, you start actually coming within the path of your star, right? And that's how you get to your star. But in the beginning, you don't know, you don't have all the knowledge in the world. Things happen, environmental situations happen, and things like that. You're going to consistently overshoot your star. But imagine you weren't doing that. Imagine, okay, it's like, this is my starting point, that is my star. And you had none of that zigzag motion at all. It was just that. There would be absolutely no meaning to your existence. Nothing. You would learn nothing. You would learn nothing from that, right? All the tragedies and all of the adversities you had in life just gave so much meaning and purpose to the joys you had in your life. You know what I mean? You can't have joy without pain. You can't have it. Everything has an equal opposite. At the end of the day, you wouldn't know what that means. There would be no meaning to your life if you didn't go through those hardships. Those hardships gave so much value to the beautiful moments in your life. So, yeah.
좋은 게 좋은 거지 뜻대로만 되지 않지 불편은 다들 감수하지 극적인 상황들의 반복은 삶을 지치게도 해 사람들이 그런 거지 없으면 있고 싶기도 있으면 없고 싶기도 누가 사람이지 동물이라 했나 내가 보기에는 후회 동물이 분명한데.
What did it say there?
해도 해 사람들이 그런 거지 없으면 있고 싶기도 있으면 없고 싶기도 누가 사람이지 동물이라 했나 내가 보기에는 후회 동물이 분명한데.
Who said man was an animal of wisdom? I say it's an animal. I say we're an animal of regret. Did you find no wisdom in humanity? I'm finding wisdom in your song, finding wisdom in your music. How do you think wisdom is come by? How do you think wisdom is imparted? It's through experiences. It's through people that have gone through history and through their growing up and their evolution that we got wisdom. What other animal do we have on this planet that is wiser than human beings? Yes, we can be stupid at the same time, right? But look at the wisdom that has come from just our history. Look at what we've built. Look at the architecture. Look at yes, we can destroy things as well. Make no mistake, right? That comes from hubris and stupidity and power and greed. Sure, right? But you want to tell me you've never encountered wisdom? Really? You've never heard beautiful, wise words from like brilliant people? People that have changed the tides of time. Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa. None wise? None of them? Not animals of wisdom? I disagree. Right? We are wisdom. We are very wise people. It depends on who's willing to take that wisdom and who's willing to feign wisdom, essentially.
지치게도 해 사람들이 그런 거지 없으면 있고 싶기도 있으면 없고 싶기도 누가 사람이지 동물이라 했나 내가 보기에는 후회 동물이 분명한데 사람들은 변하지 너도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가는 해뿐.
I like the flow of this song though. I like the way he's rapping on it. I like the way his flow on it. You know what I mean? His cadenceness is very cool, very balanced, very easy listening. I could easily put this on my playlist, and this is just such a smooth song to listen to. I'm liking the song. I like these kind of songs, even if I don't agree with certain points. I like these kind of songs because they're introspective and they actually pose questions that you can sort of relate to your own existence and sort of extrapolate it and expand on it. That's what these songs are about to be. It's not for everybody to agree on what he's saying. It's for everybody to sort of take that and sort of like think about it in their own way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I absolutely love music like this. Let's go.
너도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가는 해뿐인 너의 평범함은 되려 나의 특별함 너의 특별함은 되려 나의 평범함 나의 평범함은 되려 너의 특별함 나의 특별함은 되려 너의 평범함 뭐 어때
I like how he's playing on that, where it's like my averageness, right, is your speciality is my averageness. Like everyone's different in their own way. As Einstein said, if you're going to judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, that fish is going to forever feel like it's stupid. At the end of the day, these are two very different purposes. Your strength is very different to other people's strength. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that nobody has strength. It just means that you're stronger at one thing and I'm stronger at another thing. You could be average at one, but specialize in something that I could not possibly specialize in because I just don't have that. That's the cards that were handed to me, right? We're not equal. Human beings are not equal. We are only equal in race and under the law. That's how we are equal, but we are not equal in ability, right? We are equal as far as we are human beings, regardless of color, regardless of ethnicity, whatever. That's how we are equal. And under the law, we should always be seen as such, right? But in terms of ability, human beings are not equal. I am never going to become an Elon Musk. I do not have the mental acuity to become an Elon Musk. I will never become a Usain Bolt and run 100 meters in sub 10 seconds. There's no ways I can do that because that is not the cards. I've got my strength. Usain Bolt's got his strengths. We are not equal in ability, and to try and sort of balance that out and make it seem like, well, everyone can do everything if you just give them the right opportunity. No, bullshit. Not everyone can do anything. I don't care what opportunity you give them. I don't care what opportunities you will give a person who is not an academic. He is not building SpaceX. You can go and give him all the money to build SpaceX. He has $200 billion. Build SpaceX. He'll never be able to do it. He just doesn't have that. That's not the cards that were handed to him. And we as people need to accept that. Play to your strengths and understand your weaknesses. Right? And that's how you get ahead. And that's the thing, is that this whole thing of equality, in terms of equality of ability, we are not equal in our ability, and we never will be equal in our ability. And that's what makes us beautiful at the end of the day. You will be able to do something that somebody else will not be able to do, and somebody else will be able to do something that you are not able to do. Right? In every other way, we are equal. In ability, we are 100% not equal. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's carry on. He says over here, so what if I get hurt? Well, then you get hurt. That's life. That's unfortunately, that's life. That's the way the world works, right? And you will learn something from that pain, and that pain is there for a reason, right? And if you guard yourself and you shelter yourself, you're going to sit there and live in misery. If you don't open yourself up to the beauties of the world, people are going to let you down, man. It's an unfair world. We are fallen souls, all of us, right? People are going to let you down just like you've let somebody else down, right? You're going to get hurt. Right? That's why it is important to build yourself to be anti-fragile. It's important to build yourself strong, because the world is never going to become this utopia that everyone is seeking. It never has been. It never will be. We are different people with different perspectives, with different diversities of views. All of that. You can never just click people. right? And say everyone's going to think the same now and therefore utopia's out. Never, ever, ever going to happen, right? You make yourself anti-fragile. You make yourself world-proof. You need to have an ability to weather what the world is going to throw at you. And if not, well, then you're going to consistently be broken and fragile and depressed and anxious and all of that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you. You can control your world. There is nothing else in this world that you can control. Nothing. You can't even control your own heart. You can't. At any point in time, your heart can just stop ticking. The only thing that you can control is what's in here. That's the only thing you can control. And if you lose control of that, then what do you have? What do you have? You can't control anything else. You can't control the weather. You can't control the heart. You can't even control your health. You can't. Nothing is a given. Right? You can be the fittest person and you can get cancer. You can't even control that. You can't control people. You can't control the political system. But what you can control is how this operates. That's what you can control. And therefore, if you have control of this, you have control of your world. Right? And if you expect the world to change because you can't control this, well, then you're going to be miserable all the time. It's never going to do it. It's never going to happen. Anyway, carry on. Like it. Beautiful song though. I actually really like the song. I like the instrumentation of it. I like what he was saying over there. It's actually all introspective. Certain points, I kind of like sort of put a pin in it and be like, do I agree with that? Maybe don't agree with it. Everyone's going to have their own perspective. You can have your own. Anyway, love that track. You let me know what you think down below. And we're going on to the very last reaction of the series and what has been a really, really, really great series. So let's get on to that. I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. Peace.